welcome once again to Starseed Rising 333. I'm glad you've tuned back into this channel, and if it's your first time, welcome. Once again, I'd like to thank all my subscribers, my viewers, my supporters, anyone that has tuned in to watch my videos out on YouTube. Thank you ever so much. Or whatever you did in the past and what you're about to do now is much appreciated, and it does help the channel. I hope you're enjoying your week so far. Okay, and this reading is going to be a home therapy healing reading, and it's for the divine feminine, or any women who have tuned in to watch this healing reading today. Okay, you do not need to be on a spiritual life path or journey to watch this reading. Is for anyone. Please check the description box after this reading. I'll put all the names of the decks, crystals, any books I'd like to recommend, as well as the names of all the crystals that will be shown in this reading today. I'll put their names in the description box, so please check it out after this reading. And once again, I'd like to thank you for your support for this channel. And thank you for watching. Before I start the reading, I just want to tell you a little bit about this healing. Okay, this healing is all about learning the different herbs and essential oils that can use to help cleanse, heal, and balance your energy. And at the same time, it's also an opportunity to receive divine guidance, all right, in regards to self-love and also self-care. Okay, because we are loved by the universe, we are loved by our higher power or the divine. Okay, I just want to say a prayer to Archangel Shamiel to assist us in our healing. And I'm going to be using a prayer from this book. It's called Angel Prayers, and it's by Carl Gray. Loving Shamiel, thank you for surrounding my life with your ruby aura so that I can remember the most important lesson, that only love is real. It feels so good knowing I'm opening up my heart to receive the love and blessings I know I deserve. By connecting with your essence, I begin to see the divine in myself and in everyone around me. I now create a wave of love and good intentions that I send out into the world under the law of grace. I know this wave will return to its sender tenfold, so I continue to bless others and myself. Thank you, Shamiel, for perceiving the love inside me. I now open my eyes and see it clearly myself, and so it is. Very beautiful prayer. Okay. To start off the reading, I'm going to be using, or I should say, the home therapy healing reading. All right. I'm going to be starting off with this deck. It's called Raise Your Vibration by Carl Gray. All right. Just to, I should say, help raise the frequency and vibration for this reading. Okay, so let's start. So let's see. Okay, so uh, okay, so the card they wanted me to pick, it says my breath connects me to life. My breath connects me to life. Let's see. So I'm just going to read more about this vibe, okay? 76. Hmm. Okay, it goes on to say, huh? In your teachings, breath is known as a prana, which is another word for life force. The ancient yogis saw no distinction between uh, breath and life force. And today, the universe is encouraging you to tune into the power of your breath. We breathe without thinking, and yet, when things get tense or overwhelming, there's a good chance we deprive ourselves of what we need most: air. Air holds the life force of the universe, and when we become aware of our connection to it, we create a pathway for guidance, support, and even abundance. Today, you are being guided to take some breathing space in your life. When too many things are piled into your schedule, your breath can become shallow, your energy can be spread thin, and eventually you can feel drained. So take note of your breath. If you are holding it or restricting it while doing tasks in your daily life, know that that's not fully in alignment with your being. You weren't born to live with a half full cup. You are here to breathe with ease and live a life that is full of purpose, connection, and enjoyment. So I don't think what our spiritual team is saying is that we need to take time out from our busy schedule. It can be done on a daily basis, okay, or a few days in the week. Um, or one day in the week, all right, to take time out from our busy schedule, all right. So because there needs to be a balance between work and play, and the vibe for of the day, you can say to yourself and believe it: I take the time I need to breathe. Okay, you could say, I take the time I need to breathe. Okay, I'm going to be using this deck. It's called Nurture Nurture Oracle by Marcella Kroll, to see what spirit in nature that they would like us to work with, okay? In terms of our spiritual growth and healing. Okay, so they'd like us to work with the spirit of the phoenix. Okay, and the phoenix is a type of spiritual bird. Okay, um, and it says, right. It could be also. I do believe that it's also a bird as well. Called There's a bird called the phoenix as well. Um, but every time I come across this name, it tends to be very much connected to the spiritual realm. So, but it says at the bottom here, right, it's on a number 42. When you add the two numbers, it gives you number 6, which is all about communication, cooperation, as well as harmony. So, this type of healing could make you feel more harmonious within yourself, as well as doing those breathing exercises. Okay, and it says at the bottom, right. So I'm just going to just read quickly on this nature spirit to help us nurture our soul, our being, our spirit. Phoenix. So let me just see. Please bear with me. I'm just trying to find out where it's located. Okay, goes on to say, okay, this spirit bird, okay, it signifies initiation, ritual, rite of passage, okay, as well as a mile marker or significant event in one's personal history. By definition, a rite of passage is a ceremony or event marking an important stage in someone's life, especially birth, puberty, marriage, and death. Drawing this card can indicate an important turning point in one's life, a passing of certain spiritual tests or achievements. Okay, so this is what the symbol represents. Okay, if you're inquiring about a situation or relationship, the phoenix is not to be taken lightly. You will be transformed, always for the highest, but the journey may not always be the easiest. Stay true to your heart during this time. So if you're on a spiritual journey, okay, you might be very familiar um with this particular spirit animal, the phoenix. You may know about, the about initiation rituals, what this is all about. Okay, but for some of you who have just embarked on a spiritual journey, okay, this itself represents, this spirit represents a rite of passage. It's almost like when they say going through some form of initiation, it's like you leaving um the old, you shedding the old skin, you transforming. It's a time of transitioning, transforming into becoming a better version of yourself. And we are in, I mean, I think we are still currently in the new moon phase in Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius is a mind, it's an air sign, sorry, to do with the mind. All right. It's all, again, new moons are all about um the ending of old cycles and the beginning of new cycles. So there could be some connection there, as well as we are also in the Chinese year of um, the snake as well. And if you know or study um, or read about snakes or serpents, okay, after time they do shed their old skin. All right, so it's a bit like that. It's like moving away from what no longer serves your highest purpose, releasing anything that is not beneficial to you, to your health, okay, or to people that you are connected with, and in order for you to become a better version of yourself. Okay, all right. So, whatever messages are come up, please take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to start off um the home therapy healing. Okay, the first deck I'm going to be used in regards to herbs and oils is this one. It's called the Herbal Astrology. Okay, and this is by Adriana Ailes. Okay, and the reason why it's called Herbal Astrology because um, certain herbs are associated with certain with or connected uh, um, to certain planets. Okay, in the universe. So let's see what herbs our spiritual team would like us to work with. Okay, so the first one, I hope I'm going to pronounce it properly. Okay, the first one, it's on a number 50. It says Ayahuasca. Ayahuasca. Okay, and this is a herb connected to Mercury. All right, Mercury is all about communication. Okay, how we it represents um, communication. Okay, as well as our my our mind, the way we think. Okay, so how we think, how we learn, and how we communicate. Okay, and then it also is a herb that's associated with Jupiter, and Jupiter is all about expansion and prosperity. Okay, how it's also about how we deal with our growth, okay, and opportunities in life. And also it's very much connected to the planet Neptune, which is all to do with ideals and intuition. All right, our ideal vision and what inspires us to devotion. All right, the second one, okay, they're recommending is calendula. Calendula. Okay, and this herb is connected to the sun. All right, the sun is energy, is all to do with the conscious mind. All right, and the ego is also it also represents the central core of our being, our identity, and life purpose. All right. And okay, and the third one is yarrow. Okay, yarrow is connected to uh, the planet Venus. Okay, and Venus is all about, or I should say, its energy is all to do with love and pleasure. Okay, it's also about the principle of love as well. Okay, pleasure as well as relationships. Okay, and at the bottom it says so you've got rebirth, purity, and harmony. All right. Let's see. What I want to do is just see what else. Okay, for this first one that came out. Okay, Ayahuasca, where it talks about rebirth. So let me just quickly see what else we can learn about this particular herb. Okay, so other things associated, okay, with this herb, it's apart from rebirth, it's all about mastery or self-mastery, great revelation, discovery of higher self, meeting with the creatrix, which is also with having the ability to create. Okay, it also is very much connected, um, or you might be a divine messenger, gifts from spirit, realization, telepathy, and transcendence. So this is a very spiritual herb. Okay, let's see what else. All right. Let's see what the second one, Kalunda. What else can we learn from this herb? Okay, connected to innocence, childlike joy, humility, purity, new beginnings, trusting in life, and vitality. All right. And let's see for the last one, which is 15 yarrow. So let's see what this is. Alright, so okay, what else is linked with this herb? Okay, you got equilibrium, balance. So if you're finding that you somehow feel a bit ungrounded at the moment, this is a very good herb which you can use. Okay, it can help to bring balance. But you could another thing that you can do is just to go out in nature. It's all about discernment and nourished a psychic shield, divinatory, empathy, sensitivity. All right. So and as I said earlier for the last one, okay, this is very much connected to the planet Venus. All right. So what I'm going to let me just check now what additional oils, okay, our spiritual team are recommending for the divine feminine, or any females who have tuned in to watch this reading. So the next deck I'm going to be using, this is called Witch's Kitchen. Okay. Let's see what additional oils, let's see, or ingredients. Okay, they wanted me to do. Okay. Okay, our spiritual guides, okay, our spiritual teams, they wanted me to select these three. So the first one is parsley. I'm assuming, well, I mean, you can get it as a herb, or you can also get the oil as well. Okay, so parsley oil, or you could get it, as I said, as a herb. Um, and which represents death. So it's all, the death doesn't always mean physical death. It could just mean spiritual death. It's ending. Okay, maybe you bring in an end, or maybe that's what you've already done or going through now, and it's all to do with a spiritual ending. You know, of a cycle, because the spiritual path is all about um cycles and seasons. So we've got parsley. Okay, the second one they wanted me to pick is lavender, and it says sleep. So you could use you can even get it in incense form. Okay, lavender. It's a very calming um herb. Okay, you could, I believe you can get it in tea form as well. And obviously you can get that in oils as well, and it could also, you can inhale its scent to help you to relax, to sleep. Okay, okay, and the last one, okay, they asked me to pick is chamomile. And obviously that could be, you could get that in tea form. Okay, to help relax, to calm the mind. All right, and I believe you can drink this as well before going to sleep as well. Okay, and if you want, you, I mean, you can, if you've got maybe like you could add these ingredients together. Okay, but you need to, with the lavender, I don't know if you could get it in tea form, I'm not too sure. Okay, but I guess you can mix parsley, the herb, I'm sure you could get them in, all of them in tea form, but I don't know, that's something that you need to do some, you need to probably do some research to see if that's possible. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to be using the next deck. It's called the Essential Oils Healing Deck. All right, and see what else is coming out, what our spiritual team is recommending for us. I mean, you will know anyway, you'll know what's best for you, what works for you. All right, so listen, just let me just shuffle and see what comes out. Okay, this one wanted to pop out, so I'm going to take this. Tangerine, Susan Comforts. Okay. So the first one, or that's coming out from this deck is rose oil. Okay, it nurtures love for self and others. Okay. So you've got rose oil. The second one that wanted to come out is and they wanted me to select for the divine feminine, or any females who are watching this or reading or listen to this reading, is tangerine oil. It energizes and balances. Okay, and the third one is marjoram oil. It helps to soothe and comfort. Okay, let's see if I can put this another stand. All right. Okay. Now, if you're interested, all right, in working with crystals, healing with crystals, or if you just want to know a few that you can use um, for health and well-being, I'm just going to show you a few. All right, the first one I'd like to recommend, okay, is Rose Quartz. Okay, I would recommend Rose Quartz for any type of healing. Okay, um, it also attracts more love, peace, harmony, prosperity. It's a very beautiful stone, very um, popular crystal as well. Okay, Rose Quartz. Then I've got three other ones here, but please check the description box because I'll put some more crystals you can use for as part of your regime. Okay, so this one is Kesara. Kesara. This one is called Bloodstone, which is also a very good stone for health. All right, and this one is called clear quartz. Clear quartz. All right. Okay, so we've got Kesara, um, bloodstone, um, clear quartz. All right, and I said earlier on, rose quartz. Okay, if you want a crystal to keep your energy high throughout the day, okay, I'd like to recommend this one is called, you could use again Kesara. This is red jasper. This one is carnelian. Okay, and this one is citron. Well, because of its shape, okay, it's actually citron point, but you can use it just like the normal citron crystal, okay? Because a lot of these crystals they come in raw form as well, but people tend to usually get always like the tumble stone form instead of the raw, okay? Like this one, it's actually in raw form, okay? Right now, if you want, like, if let's say you've been out and like you feel a little bit tired, you want of a bit of a booster, okay, I'll show you a few that you can use all right, to just boost your energy. Okay, so you can use this one is called sardonyx. All right, this one is selenite. Okay, and this one is topaz. And if you're on a spiritual path, okay, you probably of heard or actually using this at the moment. This one is called Moldavite. It's a very powerful um, stone that is of high vibration, and you can use it as well to very much to connect with the spiritual realm. Okay, let's see what else with Moldavite. It's a type of tektite. Yeah, and you can use it um, to communicate with your higher self. Also to help you be a bit grounded as well if you on that already on that spiritual path. All right. And as I said, it's got a extremely high vibration. It clears blockages from and align the chakras. Okay. um yeah, so it's a very powerful, so you just have to be not everyone, especially if you are not on a spiritual path, okay, you might find it's going to be too uh much to handle, okay. But this is a very good one, and it's also very good for the solar plexus chakra, as well as besides the crown um third eye chakra as well, okay. Chakras, I should say. All right. And I'll show you a few, okay. If let's say like you're sort of like um bit like struggling with addictions at the moment. Now if you're taking or going to some form of uh, doing any other form of therapy, or you're receiving medication or counseling at the moment, please continue. These are just holistic, okay, ways in which, in addition to what you're doing at the present moment, okay. So for addictions and cravings, all right, this one is lebodolite, lebodolite, all right. This one is amethyst. It's a very popular spiritual stone, help to balance the mind, body, and spirit. Okay, and it's also you can use it to help you. Okay, if you're battling an alcohol addiction. All right, this one um is iolite. Okay, and this one is Botswana agate. If you are having difficulty giving up smoking, okay, or cigarette smoking, I should say. And last but not least, if you have like sort of unwanted ties, or it's like outward patterns, and you want to like sort of move on, start afresh, start new, all right, then I'm going to just show you a few you can use to help cut that habit, let go of anything that's not serving your higher purpose. This one is called malachite. It's known as the stone of transformation, and we did mention that earlier, okay. Especially when I was talking about the phoenix, okay. This one is called serpentine, and it's the name itself tells it all, okay. When I was telling you about um like what serpents do or snakes do, the shedding of the skin, so you got serpentine. And this one is desert rose. It's a type of selenite, okay, you can use for unwanted ties or outworn patterns. And if you are interested in working on healing with crystals, I'll put the names of two books I'd like to recommend. I'll put them in the description box, as well as the name of all the decks that I'm going to be using or have already used for this reading today. Okay, thank you. All right, so I'm just going to just clear the desk so I have more room. Okay, so let's see what else our ancestors our spiritual team, what divine guidance, okay, or spiritual message. Okay. Okay, so the card that popped out, it says journey, and at the bottom it says imagination. Okay, so let's see what that's about. What is it, our spiritual team? Um, what additional message? Okay, so it goes on to say a new gateway has opened. You are invited to step into an unexplored world with a new perspective. Have faith, for journey will guide you safely and valiantly through unfamiliar territory. You may be blinded for a while as you stumble through the unknown, but continue to trust. Know you are being led to the adventure you seek. It is time to stop playing it safe. Your dreams can only be realized if you if you dare to explore unfamiliar avenues. Imagination is the key. Journey invites you to meet the mystical beings, guides, and totems you have been longing to connect with. As you transverse through other worlds, you will be amazed by the wonders you see. These marvels have been in your imagination, waiting to be seen. Who told you to ignore the pictures and scenes that play out in your mind? Trust the visionary you truly are. You are not making it all up. When the journey appears, it brings the thrill of new experience and anticipation. And I just want to just read more, okay, about this or on this message. It says the shamanic journey begins when you have a shift of consciousness and the desire to discover your inner self, missing parts of the soul, the ancestors, healing, lost power, or your power animals. For your soul's flight to take place, use a drum or rattle to assist you by removing yourself from ordinary, everyday, logical thinking you can discover a whole new way of being. Okay, so these are some of the things that you can do to bring like maybe in quiet time to or to if you want you can go out in nature to feel more grounded, more balanced. All right, so these are just things that you can do if you if you've discovered you're a shaman, if you're on the spiritual path. These are just additional things you can do. And also, what our spiritual team is saying is that we need to just trust the journey, um, that everything's going to be okay, or also to trust our intuition, okay, which is our gut feeling, which is very much to do with the third eye. Okay, and then some other divinatory meanings for this message is this: trust your visions, everything in your imagination is real. Focus only on what you wish to bring into your life. Okay, so that's why we've got um the word imagination on this card. Your manifestation skills are strong, so be careful with your thoughts and projections. A new experience opens a whole world of possibilities. Okay, and I think I mean they put like a it's sort of like a I don't know. It looks like some form of affirmation or prayer. It says here, Um, Adventures here, so close your eyes, fall down tunnels, fly through skies. Imagination is the key. Trust, believe, and you shall see. Okay, all right. So this is that's the poem that's connected to um, this message. Okay, and this is from the shamanic medicine oracle deck. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to use a few decks here in regards to self care. All right. So the first, so I'm going to just select one from this deck. It's called The Sacred Self Care by Jill Pyle. And then I would also select one from this deck. It's called Self Love Oracle by Akal Pritam. Okay. So let's start with this first. Self Love. So let's see what comes out. Let's see what this one is about. Okay, so anyway, let me just shift shuffle because this one seems like it wanted to pop out. So let's see. I think I'll go with the first one. Okay, so it says here soul lesson nobility. A spiritual team. They wanted me to pick this card. It's on number 29, which will give you the master number 11. And when you add the two numbers, it'll give you a number 2, which is all about balance again. All right. It's also to do with partnership and duality. So let me just read on this card. All right. 29. Okay, so it's to do with our aura, okay, which is the invisible body that surrounds the chakras. Okay, I do an energy frequency um healing, so reading. So please check that out on my channel. I do ones for the for men as well as females. Okay, so let's see what that's about. Okay, so the message here is a soul lesson nobility, and it goes on to say project pure love and hope. This card comes to guide you to command your field, clear your aura, and surround yourself with resounding love. When your aura is clear of subconscious garbage and filled with the highest virtues, you attract positivity or positively charged energy. Your aura is your home. You live in it your whole life, and those who come close to you also share this space. Your aura provides protection against disease and negative environmental influences, while also projecting your intentions into the world. A powerful eighth chakra is noble, like gold, automatically deflecting and filtering negative influences and radiating magnetic vibrancy. Your aura can be kept clean and be enriching, comforting, nurturing, powerful, and inspiring. Those in your company will feel these positive energies coming from you. Our aura becomes weak if we behave in a diminished way, and we also become vulnerable to viruses and the negative and aggressive attitudes of others. Your opportunity when working with the aura is to ensure that you maintain a noble attitude even when under extreme pressure. When you behave in a noble manner and radiate your best qualities, you will feel happy within yourself, and what you project will also benefit others. Hmm. You have been stirred to raise awareness into your heart, and your inner truth is becoming hard to ignore. You know intuitively that you must align even more with your heart wisdom and truth so you can project this powerful, unified energy through your aura and into the world. In your heart, you know you came here with a unique purpose, a wonderful contribution to the co creation of this golden era. Okay. And some of the things, okay, that you can do to help you, it says sing your heart songs, sing loud, sing proud, stand with your feet firmly and evenly grounded, and sweep your arms up and down by your sides through your aura, breathing deeply and smiling. Say, I am the light of my soul. So these are just things, okay, you can do, um, to cleanse your aura. And I also do, as I said earlier on, I do an energy healing reading, okay, for both for men and women. So please check it out. Um, like, or I should say, in your spare time or when you have time. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to select one from this deck. It's called The Sacred Self-Care by Jill Pyle. Okay, it goes on to say here, it's on a number 11. Wow, so we've got two number 11s on the table here. So it says connect with crystals. All right, so let me just put that on the stand. So our spiritual team is basically saying that it's a good idea to work with crystals, okay? And I did mention earlier on the crystals that you can use for this particular reading, but if you're still interested in knowing more about crystals, I've put the name of two books, okay? It's written by the same author, Judy Hall. I'll put their names if you want to know how they can help you in your daily life, all right, as well as what crystals you can use for um, certain types of healing and so forth. Okay, all right, so let's see. Just gonna read more on this card. Okay, first of all, the mantra for the second message, connect with crystals. It goes on to say, you could believe it as you speak it. I am a guardian of the crystals, and I allow their healing energies and ancient wisdom to crystallize in my body. Okay, and another thing again, I just forgot to mention. Okay, you can actually use crystals to help clear, cleanse, heal, balance your aura as well. Crystals are living, sentient beings. They are keepers of wisdom and light, offering a connection to other realms. You can talk to them out loud or telepathically, blah blah blah, tele, telepathically in waking life, as well as in your dreams and meditations. They can inspire different energies within you. They can amplify your intentions. They can attract, absorb, or repel energies. Whatever you're working on, there's a crystal for that purpose. For example, Rose Quartz is known for inspiring self love. Citron is used to call in abundance. Blue crystals like sodalite or kyanite are linked with the throat chakra to cultivate clear communication. It is the perfect time to learn more about the properties of different crystals and begin working with them in more profound ways. Okay, and it goes on to say, if you have one, okay, you could, it says that try holding a crystal in the palm of your left hand while meditating. Feel, or right hand, okay, it doesn't really matter because I hold a lot of my crystals on my right hand because I'm right handed. Feel into its energy and pay attention to what thoughts, feelings, and visions come to mind. Sleep with a crystal under your pillow and notice how it impacts your dreams. Carry a crystal in your pocket or purse to keep its energy with you throughout the day. Okay, make a crystal grid by arranging a collection of crystals into a pattern. This simple action can be can bring extra energy into your sacred space, as well as give power to all that you are manifesting. Okay, and it goes on to say look for opportunities to mine crystals yourself in an ethical way. Okay, so maybe making up your own one or own crystal, that's something that you can do. Okay, if you have the ability to. And then the question is got there at the bottom. It says, what crystal do you resonate with the most or find the most attractive? Okay, I like working with crystals, and that's why I was guided by my spiritual team as well. To include or mentioning crystals during the readings as well. So yeah, so if you are interested in working with crystals or knowing more about crystals, I'll put the names of two books which is published by the same author. So you could learn how more about them, about because as said earlier, okay, you can use crystals to attract, more love, wellness, prosperity, abundance into your life. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to use another deck. It's called Practical Self Care. Okay, and see what else our spiritual team would like us to know or consider. Let's see. And this is called Practical Self Care Oracle cards. Okay, I believe It's from, I bought it from AliExpress. Okay. Okay, so these are the ones. Okay, they wanted me to select. So the first one, it says awakening, a realization, shift, or discovery. So some of you might have just embarking um on the spiritual journey. Okay, so one of the ways, because you see this man, he's actually in water. So one of the things that can help you um to cleanse your body, to cleanse your mind, is drinking a lot of water. Okay, it also says here, create a routine. Okay, so it's all about having a routine. Helps you limit procrastination and give you structure. So it's all about, if you want to manifest or create anything, then basically it's just saying that we need to create a routine, or be have some form of self discipline. Goes on to say here, um financial goals. Okay, it says set and reach your financial goals to achieve financial stability. Okay, so it might be that things without me, we may probably need to do a lot of planning here. Okay, as well as budgeting. And also, I want you to, they want us to also to listen to music, because music can heal wounds. Okay, that medicine, what's that, that medicine cannot, okay, that medicine cannot touch. Okay, so music can heal wounds that medicine cannot touch. Okay, because music can be therapeutic. Okay. Okay, so let's see, what else, what other, this time I'm just going to be consulting with the angels to see what messages they have for us. So I'm going to be using this in this deck. It's called Angel Tarot, cast by Radley Valentine. See what's coming out for. I need to take this. Okay, so the okay, they're going to be to take 4 messages here. So the first one, okay, talks about renewal. Okay, and it goes on to say, so the message here, oh, this message is from Archangel Jeremiel. Okay, you can always, if you are interested in working with the archangels, you can call on Jeremiel to help clear your mind, and also to help you have a more positive mindset. Okay, and to have also clear, precise thoughts. And the message from him, he says, review and evaluate. So some of you might be at the moment place in your life that there might be some things that you are that need to do in order to bring whatever it is, or bring your goals into fruition, or to manifest something, or to make a decision. It goes on to say a favorable assessment of the facts. um so maybe you're waiting for some info. It could be that you may be waiting for some information before you make the next move, or to decide what to do. And it says time to move in a new direction. So it depends what it is, what's going on in your life at the present moment. Okay, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. This is also on the number 20. But in Oracle Tarot readings, if the double number ends on a zero, then what we do, we remove it. We'll give you the number 2, which again is all about balance, partnership, and duality in the area of life. We also have 7 of fire, which is to do with our desires, our passions. It goes on to say, defend your beliefs and decisions, stand your ground, choose your battles wisely. All right. So it's all about standing on your beliefs, what you believe to be true. Okay. So let's see what's the third message. It goes on to say, this is page of fire, okay, which is all about the energy. Okay, it's an ongoing energy. It's all to do with creativity, being confident, also being mischievous in a good way. And it goes on to say, news of an exciting new endeavor. Okay, and also use your originality and ingenuity. Okay, so it's all about being our true, authentic self. Okay, in order to bring about whatever it is you'd like to manifest or create. Oh, let me just use this card, okay, and then we've got this is a message from Archangel Haniel. Okay, I think we're still in the new moon phase. Okay, and if you are interested in working with the energies of the moon, you can call in Archangel Haniel. She's known as the goddess of the moon. Okay, and then the message is important psychic insight. So if you are on a spiritual path, or you've just embarked on a spiritual path, you might be receiving downloads. Um, Maybe your third eye might be opening. You might be seeing things in a higher or at a higher perspective. Things like that. Your intuition. You might be being more in tune with your intuition. It also says events behind the scenes. So maybe you might be getting clarity, okay, because the moon energy, but besides um, helping us to be able to manifest, it's all and also to heal, but it's also we could use its energy to help us to gain clarity. Okay, and it also says release fears that hold you back. So if something is preventing you, um like if you are fearful of something, maybe taking the leap of faith to go on that spiritual path, or in any area of life, Haniel is saying to release those fears. Okay, because these fears can create blockages, okay, or to do in order for you to move forward. Okay, so this is from Archangel Haniel. Okay, all right. So to close off the reading, this home therapy healing reading, I'm going to be using two decks. All right, so the first one is It's 100 inspiring quotes, again, to keep the frequency and vibration um, level up. Okay, for this reading. Okay, this deck is from Gift Republic. So let's see. Let me just shuffle and see what comes out. Okay. All right. So the three they wanted me to take, this one, it says here, you have the power to change the world. Let me just, the lighting is a bit too bright on this, so let me just lower it a bit. I don't know if you can see it here. Sorry if you can't. I don't know, the lighting is very, I hope you can see it. Anyway, it says here, you have the power to change the world. Okay. You are capable of anything. And your potential is endless. Okay. Okay, so, and I'm going to use this affirmation deck. It's published by Gift Republic. All right, to see what affirmations. So let's see what's coming up from the last deck, okay? Before I close off this reading, okay? And this reading again was for the Divine Feminine or any females who have tuned in to watch this reading today, okay? And this deck is called Love, 100 Ways to Make You Sparkle. Okay, there's quite a few here. So what I'm going to do is just split the deck. So take, these cards are all mixed up. Okay, so I'm just going to go with these lots here. Okay, it says here, my thoughts are positive and full of joy. I will achieve all of my goals. And the last one, keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. Okay? So in other words, life is all about balance. So we just make sure, we need to make sure, okay, sorry, that we remain balanced as we go through life's journey. Okay? So, once again, I'd like to thank all my viewers, my subscribers, my supporters, anyone that's tuned in to watch my uh, videos. Okay. Thank you ever so much for your support. And if you did enjoy this home therapy healing reading, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. Thank you for watching. See you next time and goodbye.